Hello everyone, Jeff Holiday here again, and we're doing another feminist challenge. This is for week 3, and it is all about online dating. Oh yeah, so here we go. Date as a woman. Create an OkCupid account, craft a persona to use for the week. Choose a name, enter info in your bio, answer some personality questions to get the algorithms churning, and upload a picture of a woman you personally find attractive that you have permission to use. This could either be a picture of a friend who has given you permission, or a picture in the public domain. Explore the profiles OkCupid suggests for you. Communicate with every person who sends you a message. On the edge of my seat, awaiting your screenshots. In solidarity, Lydia. Well, for this one, I totally broke the rules. Absolutely broke the rules. And the reason why is catfishing. You see, there's a term that's commonly used on the internet known as catfishing. And it's basically when you pretend to be the other gender to try and attract people and basically lead them on. And I can't do that. I cannot do that. I cannot bring myself to do it. Don't get me wrong, that kind of shit happens all the fucking time. You know, you got some random lonely bored guy who goes on a second life and makes himself a hermaphroditic fox and fucks a bunch of people. That sounded a little too specific. But anyway, in good conscience, I can't do that. I cannot lead people on. It would be interesting to do that as part of the experiment. I just can't. Maybe I'm going to get docked points for it in the overall challenge, but not going to happen. But what I will do is I will create an online persona, and I will let that persona be on OkCupid for 1 week, and I'll see what kind of responses that I get. So to get started, first and foremost, I needed a picture. I needed a picture of an attractive woman and to put it onto the profile. And I happened to ask around, and fellow YouTuber Kasara Vera, who is awesome, and you should totally check out her channel because she's hilarious as fuck, agreed to let me use her picture. Thanks, buddy. But I also didn't want to make it too easy, so I also mirrored the image, cropped it a little bit, and then reversed Google image search to make sure it could not be traced back to her. And surprisingly enough, it worked. I totally fooled the Google bots. But then we got to craft a personality. We got to figure out who is this person going to be. So I came up with the name Minerva Namazu. Namazu is catfish in Japanese. That way, if there was anybody who was familiar or fluent in Japanese, hopefully they would catch it and they would actually understand the reference. I wanted to see if that would happen. But also, who is Minerva going to be? So I enlisted the help of some friends and we started to build this person's profile.
Hi, I'm Minerva. I'm 23, a personal trainer, and on a journey to find myself. I'm a quarter Japanese. My grandma was from Osaka. I'm a foodie, but I'm trying to stay vegan. It's not working. Pizza's too delicious, lol. Avocados are my oxygen. I love cats and dolphins. My bedroom is full of the most ridiculous dolphin stuff. I have a tabby cat named Mr. Wiggles. He loves pets, catnip, and hiding in holes. I'm a pretty open person, just looking to get back to real life after a long-term relationship ended. My only real partner I've ever had. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve to eat pizza with me. What I'm doing with my life? Currently working as a personal trainer, but only freelance, not at a gym. I'm taking a break from college studying sociology. On the weekends, I either like to go to the beach or chill with my friends. I love my best friend Godfrey, the best gay BFF a gal could ever have. I'm really good at yoga, wearing yoga pants, pole dancing, but only for sport, not a stripper, you guys. Pretty good at playing pool, and best singer in the world, so long as it's in the shower. 6 things I could never do without. Mr. Wiggles, my cat. Godfrey, my gay bestie. Avocados, sunscreen, Netflix, and Instagram filters. I spend a lot of time thinking about my future. I really see myself doing something important with my life. Traveling the world. I really want to see India, such a beautiful and spiritual culture. Mr. Wiggles, what I want to make for dinner. On a typical Friday night, I'm Netflix and Mr. Wigglesing. You should message me if you think I seem interesting.
Now the basis for this whole personality and the ways that I crafted it in specific were done because I wanted to have kind of a neutral young woman in LA who would be universally appealing. Nothing too firm on one way or the other, nothing overtly sexual, but at least enough hooks if there was like some creepy dudes maybe they might respond. Because in some ways, this is, I believe, kind of at the heart of the experiment. So with that all done, all I had to do is just sit back, twiddle my fucking thumbs, shitpost on the internet, and wait for all the responses to pour in. And holy fucking shit did they pour in. Wow. Wow. In 1 week, 205 messages. 205. Now to counterbalance that, I had an OkCupid profile for a while when I was single, and I got, I think within about a year, maybe 6 messages. Yeah, about 6. 2 of which were from real life friends just being like, haha, I found your OkCupid profile. Not really helpful. So obviously the inbox is just going to be a gold mine of lulls, right? Well, actually no. I graphed it out all really nice and neat for you guys right here. And see, we had 205 responses, and out of all of those, we had 5 sexual responses in which they were overtly sexual. There was an additional 3 that were just simply, hey, do you think this might increase my chances of us possibly making out? But then the vast majority of responses, 188 of them, were specifically from men, and they were either kind or just neutral and kind of innocuous in some way. And I was pretty shocked about that. But I'm going to share some with you now. You can respond to my message if you want me to be your New Year's first mistake. That's kind of clever. Hello, Miss Minnie. I'm not really good at these types of things, but I came across your profile and thought for one, you are one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen, and second, you seem like a chill, sensible person to get to know. I would love a chance to talk if you're interested. My name is blank, by the way, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And that's pretty much how a lot of these went. Hi, OkCupid says that you and I are very compatible, which is why I'm writing. I'm in an open relationship, and I'm currently looking for someone fun who would enjoy an easygoing and ongoing casual sex relationship, followed with stimulating conversation and lots of laughs. Just wanted to see if that's something that appeals to you. Yeah, he's forthright, blunt. I was reading your profile and got really distracted by thoughts of yoga pants and pole dancing. Can we do sexy yoga together?
How much is a ticket to see you perform in your shower?
More than you can afford.
Let me go get a pole you can dance on real quick.
Real quick? Real quick? Bad wording, bro. Bad wording. Like all night, maybe? It's more cheesy, but at least it's not like, you know, too pump and done. Netflix and chill?
I particularly love one of your answers to the sex questions.
Thanks.
I wonder how you look like in yoga pants.
Me? I don't know.
Sit on my face and I'll make breakfast. It's a win-win.
You know, the more I think about these types of ones, like, if a girl messaged me that, she wanted me to sit on her face and she would make me breakfast, I don't know. That might actually work for me. Maybe. Huh. Now, the fact that I named her cat Mr. Wiggles got some really, really funny responses, too. Some of them are just kind of like, meh, but I love these. These are great. Hi, how are you and Mr. Wiggles?
Well, I'm doing just fine.
Hello and good morning. How's Mr. Wiggles?
I said I was doing just fine.
Mr. Wiggles is the best name for a cat ever. How do you feel about dorky guys and board games? It sounds like most of my friends. Mr. Wiggles is a very lucky tomcat.
Wait, you told people I was a cat? What the fuck?
Mr. Wiggles, huh? Is that a reference to rehabilitating Mr. Wiggles? Or did I just earn a furrowed brow and a delete? Huh?
Rehabilitating Mr. Wiggles is a comic written by Neil Schwab. Basically, it's all about this foul-mouthed, pill-popping teddy bear. Really doesn't have anything to do with me, though.
And I have to be honest, some of this is kind of a letdown because none of it was especially clever. There were some very sweet messages, people honestly wanting to try and meet this person because they're obviously attracted to them and they found the profile somewhat interesting. But nothing really wowed me. Nothing was extremely disgusting, nor was anything really that interesting. Except there was one, and this is my favorite. This is my absolute favorite. Hey, I'm blank. Have you been to La Opera? My favorite opera is Salome. Salome? Salome? Salami! It's about a princess who beheads men and makes out with the head. Alright, that... I could get behind that. Call me crazy, but I'm an old school romantic, and anytime you start talking about beheading people, you got my attention. But largely I wasn't too terribly wowed by this challenge because while it was fun and it was funny, there wasn't a whole lot of crazy stuff to report. And a lot of that, I believe, is because I refused to catfish people, like to actually outright engage and try and compel them to say gross and disgusting things. And I couldn't honestly bring myself to do it because I don't like lying to people. Not big on the lying, But I will say that I have noticed that there are some differences between men and women when it comes to online dating, and this has kind of shown me that. But I was under the impression before as well. Number one, women get way more responses than guys do. Especially if you're, a beautiful young woman. I mean, and I can understand that too, because there is a bit of an impetus in our society for men to be more aggressive and women to be more passive. But when it comes to dating, it'd be kind of nice if it wasn't such a stark contrast. Like if I'm on a dating profile and I put myself out there, maybe message a couple of people here and there, it would honestly be nice to not necessarily always have to be the person to engage first into the conversation. It'd just be nice, It's not necessarily that it's a huge societal problem, nor is it really a point of contention that I would necessarily bitch about. It'd just be kind of nice. And that really comes down to the whole question of it is, what's the answer for trying to balance that equation out? If we even need to balance it out in the first place, because, whatever. But would it mean that men need to message women less or women need to message men more? Which way should we go? But me, as a person who really appreciates bluntness and forthrightness, getting sexually charged messages like I did on that profile, I found some of them scummy, but even some of the ones that were scummy but just simply direct and to the point, I had to appreciate their honesty. I feel like this challenge was a little bit weaker than the last 2 weeks' challenges. Just a bit. I don't really feel that it helped me empathize with women. In a way, it kind of made me jealous of women. A little bit. Because when you put yourself out on a dating profile, you're doing it because you want attention. You want to attract the attention of people. And understanding that just simply because of the nature of my biology, I will probably get less responses than a woman, that kind of sucks. And I'm sure it was supposed to be trying to find some instances of harassment, but I didn't really feel like any of them were necessarily harassment. Some of them in just slightly poor taste, but no, just most of it was just nice dudes who wanted to talk to a pretty girl. Anyway, sorry this one isn't nearly as funny as the last 2 weeks, but I'm still going strong, and next week's one, I believe, is about calorie counting. And you can imagine how fucking happy I am about that one. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to keep going with this feminist challenge thingy. I got more videos in the pipe lined up for you guys, and I can't wait to hear from you guys in the comments section. So hit a thumbs up button and leave me a comment, and we'll see each other again soon. Bye.